for me. If you do for me, I will do for you. If you do. Hey everybody, I'm Corey Ballard. I'm back again with another video. I did of this video, I kind of did a practice video I got on my Facebook and went on Facebook Live for the first time, and I did this video. Like I said, I was just practicing. I'm trying to see if I could do like what I could do on Facebook Live. Um, so I decided that I wanted to put it up here on my YouTube channel. So yeah, this is quotes from Tupac, and I entitled it I'm sorry, I'm jumbling my words. I entitled the video on Facebook, quotes by Tupac that we could live by today, or something to that effect. What it was saying was, it was in regards to all the police brutality, the Black Lives Matter movement, George Floyd and Breonna, and all the black people who have been killed by the police, and the protests that are going on as of now. It relates to that. Tupac, some quotes that he had said during his time that he was alive that relate to this situation. So I have them down on a piece of paper here. It's my list I always use. And just going to go through them real quick and just say some things. The reason why I did this video was Tupac's birthday this week, so I said I'm going to do something with Tupac. Had to think of something that I could do. So I wanted to do a quick video on my Facebook, so I did that. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Excuse me. Respecting, what did I say on my video? I'm trying to say all the things that I said on my other video. I just said that, it was Tupac's birthday, and he was a very smart man, even though he was sometimes criticized by the pop culture people or whatever. Rap wasn't as popular during that time as it has become. It was becoming popular, very popular during the time, and rappers were considered what is the word? Vigilantes or antichrist or something. They were considered bad people, and so a lot of people thought that they were just here to cause havoc, and Tupac was like the biggest squeaking wheel in that whole thing, and so he got a lot of backlash during this time. But he was a very smart person, and he was saying a lot of things that a lot of black people say, but they didn't have the platform to say it publicly. But he was just saying it publicly, and his impact is immense. He died when he was only 25 years old, and he's still being talked about now. He's a legendary music artist now, and just a genius person. So that's pretty much what I said on that. So let's get into these quotes, and then I'm going to try to explain how I could tie these things in, how I tied these things into what was going on with the protest and such. So I just have 5 quotes that Tupac had said. So, number 1, death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender. And so he was saying that, I think what he was trying to say with that, or how I could tie that in with what's going on, is with protesting and such, but not just, you don't have to be protesting so to speak, not necessarily like physically, literally protesting in the streets, being beat down or arrested or anything like that. I mean, you can do that as well, and that has given us results in history, like in the civil rights movement and stuff like that. But also, you can die, you can surrender, and you can die when you don't speak up, when you don't use your voice. And I spoke about this in my other video that was related to George Floyd. I feel like it sounds like a motorcycle is outside in the front or something. But anyway, so I spoke about this in my other video that was related to George Floyd. I feel like it sounds like a motorcycle is outside in the front or something. Um, so, yeah, my video on George Floyd when I talked about silence in the black community about injustices that we experience, and also in the video that I did on NDRE, which should be up by the time I put this video up, but NDRE spoke on this as well. Generational silence in the black community that hinders our progress in certain areas of life. Well, all areas of life, basically, pretty much. So, you could also, I said all that to say, you could also surrender, you could also die a death, not speaking up and being crushed by the discrimination, the injustice, the prejudice, the things that you experience in life. That's what that was saying. And this second one also ties into that. Number 2 is a coward dies 1,000 times. A soldier dies but once. So that's, when you're being silent, when you're being quiet, when you're not making a fuss, when you're not kicking up the dust or something, you have to kill something in yourself so that you could stay on that level and stay in the peace zone and not ruffle feathers and stuff like that. So that ties into the first one as well. The number 3 and number 4 go together, sort of. Number 3 is saying you got to make a change. You see, the old way wasn't working, so it's on us to do what we got to do to survive. So the way that I tie that into today is we see the killings, the police brutality, and the police system, the justice system, the criminal justice system is not working for us for the black people in this time, and never has. And so now we're getting more knowledge. Also, black people and white people, all of America, all of the world is getting more knowledge about the criminal justice system in America and seeing the flaws in it. And so now we have to figure out a way that we're going to change this and make this work and not lose lives as much as we do. Number 4 is tying into that as well. It says, I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. That ties into that as well. But with this one, the way I'm seeing it, understanding it to fit in today, is sometimes when you're silent, right? When you're silent, it's because you're fearful. It's out of fear. And you feel inadequate, and you feel like you don't really matter. I said that in my video as well, my other video. I'll link that video in the description down below, but I spoke about that as well. Feeling like your opinions don't matter, and society is just walking all over you anyway. So I'm just one person, and what can I do? But you have to realize that when you speak up, other people, it'll empower other people to speak up, and then it'll be just it'll grow and grow and grow, and it'll be a number of people speaking up until it'll make a change. And it might be a slow process, and you get weary sometimes about the slow process, but you can't have instant gratification all the time. So you just have to keep that in mind and just keep going on. And then the final one, I just want to end it on a lighter note, and for lifting the spirits. It just says, for every dark night, there's a brighter day. Excuse me. For every dark night, there's a brighter day. I don't know why I ran out of breath right there. But what he's saying is, there's hope. Everything is not doom and gloom. We have to think all the progress that we made and all the perseverance that we have shown in history in America. So that's what I take from that one. So those are the 5 quotes that Tupac left behind for us to live by today, and that's it. I'm Corey Ballard. I'll be back with another video soon. Like the video, subscribe. Visit my blog and read my free ebook. It's called I Have Done Enough. It's on my blog, corysong.blogspot.com. It's in the link is in the description. I'll be back with another video. I'll do the outro right now.